All right, let's start. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good day, depending on your time zone, depending on where you're joining us from. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick introduction and then we start. Okay. Compliment of the season to everybody listening to us. All right, so my name is Chia and I am joining you from Lagos, Nigeria. I hope you can hear me. Please confirm you can hear me very clear and loud. Please confirm. Oh my God. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so please let's get more people to join this section. Let's get more people to join this section. Let's get more people to join this section. Okay, so we start now. Before we proceed, I want us to do a quick introduction. Please, if you know that today is your first time joining us, if you know today is your first time joining Amdoranalytics program or live section or H Analytics program, kindly type 1 in the comment section. Type 1. Let's go. If you know that today is your first time joining Amdoranalytics, H Analytics program, not business analysis or data analytics, H Analytics. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything, but I believe that you can hear me very clear and loud. Okay, so this section we'll try our best to make it lively. Okay, it's a two-way something, it's a vector training. I'll be communicating with you and I want you to communicate with me as well. Okay. Oh yeah, let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen now and let's dive in. Let's dive in. Okay. Okay, so this program is for HR programs for those that want to become a certified HR analyst. All right. So we are going to be discussing more on HR terminologies rather. And then we are going to be working hands-on. So it's going to be hands-on program. We are going to be practicalizing it so that we will see if it's something that we would like to dive in as a tech person. Okay. So maybe you want to dive into the data analytics, data science, cyber security, and then if you like to attend HR analytics program, maybe at the end of the day, you want to become a HR professional. So let me welcome you to Amdoranalytics, right? As you all know, this is Amdoranalytics. Amdoranalytics is an ed tech company, that's educational technology company. I don't know how you heard about us, right? Maybe through social media or someone introduced Amdoranalytics to you. So today we are going to be diving deep to talk about Amdoranalytics. All right, so Amdoranalytics is educational technology company. We are committed to empowering individuals to become global talent through our comprehensive and accessible training programs, right? Please take note of these words, our comprehensive and accessible training program. All right, so our mission is very simple. Our mission is to bridge the skill gap by equipping learners with the in-demand skills. In-demand skills, take note of those words, in-demand skills, right? Enabling them to make informed decisions, drive innovation, and create positive change in the tech-driven world, particularly across the African continent and beyond. So to ensure that people, especially people from the Black community, like you and I, can have access to the tech programs, have access to the in-demand skills like data analytics, data science, and others. Okay, so Amdoranalytics has trained over 7,000. Forget about what the figure you're saying. We've trained over 7,000 people. Okay, we have helped them to successfully transition into the tech ecosystem. So we specialize in training individuals in the field of data analytics, data science, business analysis, HR analytics, cyber security, AI engineering, and others, project management, and of course, data analytics, right? Okay, so this is your facilitator. I'm trying to be a little fast, right? So just to ensure that we'll be able to finish everything we planned out for us today. Okay, so I'll be your facilitator for today's program. Like I said earlier, my name is Chinyere. If this is your first time meeting with me, thank you very much. Thank you for joining our section, and I'm so glad to be doing this with you. Okay, I'm so glad to be doing this with you. You can reach out to me on my social media handles. I'm very, very active on LinkedIn, only on LinkedIn, but you can try me out on, I think, Instagram, right? At Ambassador Shim. All right. Chinyere is a seasoned tech professional with over 7 years. I have close to a decade, that's 8 years, and so close to a decade experience in data analytics, business intelligence, and data science. Now, as the founder of Amdoranalytics, I have successfully guided individuals with no prior knowledge in tech before, right? Someone who has never have anything to do with tech. Imagine you training someone who has not even used laptop before. Okay, this is what we do here at Amdoranalytics. So I've guided them to smoothly transition into the tech, and not just to transition into the tech space, but secure their first tech roles. And congratulations to us, right? One of our students got job I think about 2 or 3 days ago, right? So it's just for you to see the testimony of what we are doing here at Amdoranalytics. So I am known for my straightforward and effective training method, which you are going to be seeing today. So personally, I have trained over 6,000 participants. I've been this for years now. So I've done this for years now. All right. So my expertise spans across telecommunication, governance, financial, and edtech sectors. So if you can hear me very clear, say yeah, yeah. Type yeah, yeah in the comment section. Type yeah, yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you can hear me very clear and loud, type yeah, yeah. Am I speaking to myself? Okay. Fatima, yeah, yes, my people, Shika, I can see you. Okay, let's go. I want to ask a little question, right? I love to ask this question. I love it when people get direction of what they want and why they want that particular something. Okay. I love to ask this question. Why do you want to transition into the tech ecosystem? Why do you want to transition into the tech? Why do you think that tech is the right skill for you to acquire? Okay. So I've asked this question several times, and most times people will say, oh, because of the career growth, some people will be like, okay, it's just because of the money. I don't know why you want to transition into the tech ecosystem, right? But let me ask that question again. I will just, you can use the comment section. I will pick the answers from there. Please tell us why you want to transition into the tech, or why HR analytics. Okay, let's go. I'll take 1 or 2 persons and we'll proceed. Oh yeah, let's go. No reasons. You just want to be here. Tell me why. Why tech? Okay, so if you don't have any reasons why you want to transition into the tech space, I have, right? So I started my career years back, close to a decade now. I started my career, and have some. Okay, I'm trying to switch career. Okay, that's good career growth. Okay, so I find out that the best way that you can easily, right? I started my career as a Gen Z. So the best way you can easily transition into the tech space or make money, legit money, is tech. Okay. And I find out that, okay, come on, if I can do this thing and, make cool money, I can. It's something I can do. It's something I would love to do, right? So I then transition into the tech space. So I don't know why you transition into the tech space. For me, I think money is there. And of course, to become globally relevant, that wherever you are, you can work from anywhere across the globe, right? So for over the years that I've been in this space, I have worked with companies across the globe: UK, Canada, Australia, US. These 4 countries, I've worked with people, and of course Ghana. I work with people across these countries, and trust me, most of these countries I have not been to those countries, and I've worked with them. Okay, so these are the benefit of having a tech skills. You'll be able to work from anywhere across the globe, and of course meet with people that on a normal you might not be able to meet. All right, so let's look at the opportunities in the tech space, especially in the HR analytics space. Like I said, it might be because of the money that you want to transition into the specs, and it might be because I want to see if it's something people want to see and get convinced if this is what they want, if there is a lot of money in that space. So let's look at HR analytics. and see if the opportunities we have in HR analytics space is something that you would love to, look into. So let's go to LinkedIn. I'm gonna use three websites rather. I'm gonna look at LinkedIn. So this is my LinkedIn. I'll go to jobs. Okay, so go to jobs. You can see skills. I'm gonna type HR analytics. Okay, so I'll type HR analytics. Oh, I didn't filter it down to the country or whatever I want to put it, but let's see. Let's see what it gives us. So it's taking its time to load. So let's give it some seconds to load. The algorithm on LinkedIn can be somehow. What is it? So, pardon me. I'm supposed to type HR analyst, not analytics. Pardon. So HR analyst. So we have here, so you can pick, this is Nigeria, okay? You can choose any country of your choice. You can choose Canada, you can choose any country of your choice. Then you can come here and filter it down. Do you want it to be just remote, okay, or on-site or hybrid? So I'm going to pick remote now. So it's showing me five results, okay? So let's see them. So I can see talent. Of course, anything talent is you can see them on the HR analytics program. So you can see talent scientist, graduate talent scientist. What's going on? Is it talent? Okay. I'm going to come back here again and select the remote. And okay, I'm seeing 11. So let me see what is there. Okay, this one is on site. Okay, so you can see people, that's HR business analyst. Okay, so this is Lagos, Nigeria. So you can see that Lagos, Nigeria. So scroll down, you can see their requirements, right? Of course, the requirements will not be more than Excel and Power BI. So let's scroll down. The tools. Okay, can't really pay attention to that, but let's proceed. So you can see HR officer. So scroll down. I don't know why they're not including their pay here. Okay, so let's try other websites. I want to try Indeed. Okay, so Indeed is one website that I do recommend. So I do recommend it for people. It's actually a very powerful platform where you can, if you're looking for a website where you can get a remote job, please use Indeed. Indeed is very good. I have recommended it for people, and of course, I've gotten good news from there. So let me look for. I just log in with my email. Just give me a second. So I'm going to type. Oh, it's still going to take me a long process. I don't have time for this. So let's try again. Let's go again. So here, I'm not going to log in. So here, I will look for HR analyst. Okay. So the location, you can choose any location. I can choose United Kingdom. You can choose anywhere, but let me choose my location. This is Lagos, Nigeria, and let's find jobs. Okay, so we have this. You can see information security analyst. So this is in Lagos, Nigeria. Like I said, this website is very good. You can use that to apply for jobs. Okay, so we have this. This is the pay here. You can see 400 to 500 per month. This is not United Kingdom. This is not Canada. This is Nigeria. So you can see how much these guys are earning. And trust me, all these jobs are open every day. For when you come here, you can see a lot of course, other openings, right? So you can see one. This one here is junior data analyst. This one is for junior data analyst roles. So you can see 150 to 200. And trust me, one thing I need you to understand as a HR professional, you are not only looking for job or applying for jobs that are HR jobs. Okay, you know, as a HR professional, you are going to be working with Excel, you'll be working with Power BI, of course, SQL may be included. And trust me, if you can work with Excel, work with Power BI, trust me, you should be able to do other jobs like data analyst roles. You should be able to apply for those ones. So we see this one is financial and admin analyst, right? This is 450 per month, and this is just Nigerian job opportunities. If you come back here and then you select another country, so let's say let me say United Kingdom or Canada. Let's search for this. Okay, so I don't know why it's still showing me Nigeria. I think I need to select location here. Okay. I'm using Indeed Nigeria, not Indeed United. I'm using Indeed Nigeria. So another place again, you can just come there and search for jobs, right? Another place again that you can look into if you're searching for jobs, especially for a remote job, is Read. I love to use this website as well. Okay, read.co.uk. You can try this. Trust me, there is no. Just give me a second. So come back here. So you can look for data. I'm not sorry, HR analyst. Okay. And search for that. So you can see this one.
What do you call the website again?
This is read.co.uk. Okay. So you can come back here and search. You get a lot of remote jobs, remote opportunities here. But trust me, before you start applying for all these things, so look at this one. This one is for 2026. You can see, this one here is $500 per day. Trust me, these things are not like scam, not at all. They are, and it's just for you to have the skills. Trust me, if you have the skills, there's no brands or no company that you or country that you cannot work with, in as much as you are well equipped, you know what you're doing in this space. So you can see this is HR analyst as well. You can see the pay here, 45 to 60,000 pounds per annum. Okay, just convert that to your normal currency. So I'm using Naira. So if you're using Naira, then convert it to Naira and know how much you'll be earning as a HR professional. All right, so I've said a lot about the opportunities in this space. Like I said, you can try them out. Okay, try them out. Now, today we are going to be looking at some metrics, HR analytics metrics. Okay, so if you have any question, please use the comments and type in the question. Let me pick that before we proceed. If you have any question, please type. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, if there's no question, let's proceed then. Now we're going to be looking at different HR analytics metrics, right? I want to let you know that HR has gone beyond normal or traditional HR that you know before. HR that we're using now are people trying to make informed decision with data. Okay, a HR professional cannot just wake up today and said, you know what, let's let this guy off. You are saying that based on data, based on facts. I mean, maybe the person has done one or two that you know that, okay, the company can no longer take, or the person is not, is not competent enough. Before you be saying that that person is not competent enough, you are backing your words with what? With data. So you see that HR professionals now are no longer, like I said, like the former or the HR professional that you know before. So now you make use of data, and before you make use of the data, there are metrics involved. All right, so let's talk about HR metrics. I said that HR metrics are measurable data points. Like I said, data. You make use of what? Data. There are data points used to track, analyze, and improve how an organization manages its people. Okay, how, like I said before, HR professional can just wake up today and said, maybe discuss with the stakeholders, okay, this guy is not performing well, it's time for us to lay him off. It simply means that he or she is saying that based on data, based on fact. Okay, so you see that before you be saying that data could be, oh, the person is not performing well, the person is not coming early to office, those things, they are what? They are data. You are tracking those things. So at the end of the day, you find out that, okay, this person is good, or this person, we should return this person, or this person should go. So they help HR teams and business leaders make data-driven decision. You see, data-driven decision about recruitment, performance, retention, and employee engagement. Now, HR analytics answer these questions like, are employees happy at work? Okay. Are people leaving the company too often? Now, how long does it take to hire our new staff? Are training helping employees perform better? These are the questions that what the HR metrics helps our organization helps to answer questions. Right now, we are going to be looking at 2 to 3 different HR metrics. Like I said, we have a lot of them. We have a lot of metrics that HR professional we use to measure employees' performance. Okay, but we are going to be looking at just few of them, so we can proceed. Let's talk about the turnover rate. These are the things that organizations look into. Now, let's talk about what turnover rate is. Now, we see that turnover rate is a percentage that shows how often employees leave an organization within a specific period of time. It's usually monthly or yearly. Now, it is not a wise thing for any organization to be hiring talent every day or every week. Okay, so these are the things that every organization looks into, because trust me, the turnover rate is not supposed to be high in every organization. Like, let me say that people are leaving the company every time, in as much as it's not coming from the company, right? So it is still not good. And then, of course, even if it's coming from the company needs to evaluate and find out where the problem is coming from. Because trust me, if people are just coming to the organization and they're just leaving every month, even those that are in that company, they will start looking at themselves. Are we safe? Right? Are we safe in this company? So these are the things that HR professionals use, metrics that they use to analyze employees' performance. Okay. So, and this thing, trust me, like I said earlier, it's not something that you just wake up every day, any day, and said, okay, you know what, let's do this thing. No, it's based on what? Based on data. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to be a little fast. So another thing again that is HR metrics is what? Revenue per employee. Very, very important. So they use this thing to measure employee performance, right? Now, revenue per employee is a business metric that shows how much money each employee generates for a company. Now, I used to tell people something. Before any sector or before any company will hire you, it simply means that there is a problem that they need you to fill in. There is a problem in that company, and they're looking for someone who is very good to fill in the space. Trust me, nobody hires a talent if there is no problem to be handled. Okay, so and everybody hiring you in a company simply means that you're bringing revenue to that company. So these are the things that organization measures. Are you bringing any benefit to us? Are you helping the organization to grow in terms of revenue? And if your effort or if your presence in that company is not amounting to anything, they will lay you up. They will say, okay, thank you for banking with us. We believe in you. We believe in efforts. But then again, it doesn't match to our vision. Okay, so these are the things that HR uses, or the metrics that it uses in the organization, right? Another thing again you need to pay very good attention to is, of course, not everybody when they are leaving the organization that will tell the company. Some people will just wake up one day and decided to leave, and not everybody will tell the company that we are leaving because of this. And this is very important when it comes to turnover. I didn't mention that area. When it comes to turnover, right? Organizations should pay very good attention. Why are people leaving? Is it from our end or is it from their end? And even if it's from their end, some people will tell you that I'm leaving because of career advancements. I want to, get more skills, right? Or I want to, these are the things that people will just look into and say that this is why I'm leaving. Of course, sometimes it might not really be the reasons why they are leaving. Okay, I remember I left a high-paying job as of then, just for something personal, and the excuse I gave wasn't like that particular something. Trust me. And again, I'm going to be talking about this. You see that this revenue per employee. Trust me, any organization that is making or that an employee is more valuable to them, right? You are very, let me use the word useful, but that which is not a very good word to use, right? Trust me, that employee, the organization will find it difficult to let that person go. Okay, because they will measure your input in the company, what is the amount, the output that is the amount, I mean the income that is generating for them. And I don't know if you have ever seen an organization where someone is leaving the company and they're asking the person, what did you want? Okay, so you see, these are the things that HR is using to measure what the company's performance, both the companies and the employees' performance as well. Okay, both the employers and the employees' performance. You understand? So why it matters measures employees' productivity. Okay, how much the employees bringing to the company, what's the employees' effort to the company, what is your input like, or you're just like you are just there and someone else is covering you. Okay, I remember why working with one big brand then. So they are in UK. So the person that got that job is not as good as when it comes to analytics, but then the person is good in, very, very good when it comes to talking, right? So the guy got the job and said, okay, gathered some of us like, okay, let's do this job, da 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 da. And he was just giving us a lot of work. And if you look at what the guy is, he's doing nothing. I was like, come on, what's going on? You're not doing anything. We are the one doing most of the things, and it seems as if you're the one enjoying the money more than us, more than those of us that are actually putting all our effort, right? So these are the things that if let's assume in that sector, I'm working with that brand, like in-house, like I'm working with them as their full-time, because it was actually a contract stuff that I did with them, a contract work. Trust me, if I'm working with them like a full-time staff, I would have, shared that with the stakeholders. All right. So it helps to compare efficiency between teams or companies. Okay. Compare efficiency. And it shows how well a company uses its workforce to generate income on average. So this is how to measure employees and revenue per employee. It simply means, now I want you to understand something. As a HR professional, everybody coming into that company, their inputs, we are counting it as something. Okay, their input, we are counting it as something. Simply means that you are coming into that company, your input can be maybe 5,000 naira per month. I'm just saying, right? 5,000 naira per month. Now, if your input in that company, let's say what's the revenue that you're supposed to generate, that your input simply means your revenue at the end of the day, right? If it is not amounting to 5,000, maybe like it's like maybe 200 naira or 500 naira. Now, there's a need for you as an employee in that company to do what? To ask yourself question. All this thing I'm putting in, like all this money that these guys are paying me, like, is it justifiable to what I'm earning, right? So now we have human capital return on investment. Now, human capital return on investment, right? It shows the kind of money. Let me just put it where I have it. It's a metric that shows how much value or profit a company gets from the money it spends on its employee. How much people get on the money they spend on what's on each employee. Trust me, I don't even ever work in a sector where the company trains their staff, right? So trust me, if the money that's going into that training is 5,000 naira, it simply means that all the people or everyone being trained in that sector or in that company we definitely make sure that 5,000 naira, your work or whatever amounts to that money spent. Okay, so it simply means that they're investing something on you, and you have to make sure that you return it back. Let me share something with you. A few months ago, not a few months ago, I think last year, thereabouts, I think 2 years ago, I can't remember. But if it's last year, that means earlier last year. Yes, earlier last year, yes. So I had one of my staff, I said, okay, you know what, this guy, we want to hire this particular role, and I want you to handle it because it's really a nice person. Okay, I want you to handle that role. I want to invest, I want to invest in you. So I want you to buy courses. Don't worry about the payment. I'm going to pay. Just pay for the. Just let me know that these are the courses that you want to buy, and I will pay for it. Right? Trust me. The guy really spent up to 1 month, and then he left. And though he actually said that I shouldn't bother myself, I should not bother, I should just make sure that that he will be trying his best. I know that by then he maybe has planned out that okay, we'll be leaving, right? And trust me, if I have spent such amount of money and invest a lot to get him well equipped to become that, right? Trust me, I will not just let him go. I would like him to work, go as make sure that I get my money back. All right, so now these are the things that employees or HR are using to what? To measure performance, measure employees' performance, right? Okay, now we are going to dive in. Let's get our hands busy. But before we dive in, let me take your questions. We are going to be working on a project. Okay, we are going to be using Power BI to work on a project. We're going to be working on HR projects. So if you have any question, please ask. You can unmute and ask your questions. Ask your questions. Okay, so let's proceed. So we are going to be using Microsoft Power BI to analyze our data. Okay, so trust me, like everything that I said here, they are traditional HR tools. Okay, so over the years, HR professionals they've moved from using theories to using tools to analyze their data, and now they make decisions based on data. Like I said, you don't just wake up and say that, okay, because this person, I don't like this person, let's lay this person off. No, we do all these things based on data. Okay, based on data, you have seen how much the company is spending on their employees, and those employees actually working towards it. Okay, how much each employees are bringing to the company. These are the things that HR professionals does in a company. Okay, so we're going to be looking at attrition, because we looked at turnover rate and we said that turnover rate is the number of people or percentage of the people that have left the company over the years. It could be either monthly or yearly. So we are going to be looking at the attrition. Attrition simply means those that left the company. Okay, so we are going to be looking at that using data. So let's pay attention to this. So this is Microsoft Power BI. These are the tools that you are going to be using as a HR professional. Okay, you are going to be making use of Excel, very, very important. Excel number one, then Power BI. So Power BI is for data visualization. We don't use Power BI for storage of data. So we don't use it. We use it for what? Data visualization. So I'm going to select here, come back to this. So you can see get your data. The first thing you need to understand is the environment of Power BI. I'm not here to go very in depth and start telling you, okay, this is what the Power BI interface looks like and all that, right? So we're going to be explaining this in depth when you register for Amdoranalytics program. So I'm going to select Excel. The data that we'll be working with today is Excel. So you can see this data that we're using. You can see Amdoranalytics attrition. Amdoranalytics attrition. So attrition data showing people that have left the company and people that are still with the company. So this data set, we are going to share it to you guys alongside the video. Okay. So my colleagues are going to be sharing a form on this chat. So they'll be sharing a form. Please try to register or fill the form. Okay, that's interest form for those that are interested in starting their full career with Amdoranalytics. Okay, please fill that form. Okay, so now this is the data. So there's what we call data understanding. Now, data understanding is the phase where you're trying to understand the data. Okay, try to understand. We talk about data understanding. We're talking about understand. There's what we call data dictionary. Try to understand the data. Okay, this is what this data is. This is what it stands for. This is what this column is. This is what it stands for. So pay very good attention to column one. We have age. Now, this age simply means the age of the employees in that company. Okay, people that they've employed, these are their age. So we have, when you click here, you can see we have from age 18 to age 60. From age 18 to 60. Now, the question is, if we want to visualize this age, let's say we want to see total attrition. Total attrition simply means the number of people that have left the company. Let's see them by what? By age brackets. Let's see, is it the age, maybe Gen Z, no, let's not use the word Gen Z. Let's say, is it between the age of 20 to 25 or 18 to 25 that are leaving the company? These are the things that every organization needs to pay attention to. Okay, understand the age brackets that are leaving the company. Is it the workforce that are leaving the company, or the people that are at the stage of retiring that are leaving the company? Now, if they are the one leaving the company, what is the maybe the country, what contributes to their what's the best word now? What contributes to them leaving the company, right? So these are the things that we need to look into. Another thing again is attrition. This is attrition column. Now, attrition simply means the number of people that, like I said, people that have left the company. Is either you are still with them or no. So this no simply means that you are still with the company. So the no simply means active employee. Okay, so the no means active employee, and the yes means the person is no longer with them. Now you can see attrition based on business travel. Okay, business travel. Some people really travel very well, some travel frequently, and well, let me see what I have here. Okay, we have travel, we have frequently, and we have so this is daily rates, how much they're paying them. Is it, are they living based on their payments? Is it because they're not being paid well? So we have departments. Are people leaving the company based on their department? Trust me, I've left a company because I was not fulfilling purpose in that company. There's something you need to understand. People can leave organization not because they are not being paid well, but because they are not seeing purpose in that company. Okay, so is it why these guys are leaving? Trust me, I studied economics and I'm in the tech space, right? So imagine I studied economics and I'm in tech space, and someone else is in want to employ me in the health sector. Trust me, it will be a very big distraction to my career, and I'll be like, it's not something I would like to do, no matter how much they're paying, right? So another thing again, we need to understand in understanding the data, because we are trying to understand the data, we can see we have education field. So in this education field, we have some that are life science, marketing, medical, others, technical degree, and all that. So we have employee ID. When we talk employee number, simply means employee ID. We call it primary key. It simply means the unique identifier. Now, let's say you are in a company now, okay? Every company, maybe you have staff number, okay? You have staff number. Now, my name is Chinyere. Trust me, if I'm working in any company, okay, let me use Amdoranalytics, for example. It's possible for us to have another talent that is bearing Chinyere. But if my employee number here is 102. It simply means that we won't have anybody that will have the same employee number. So that's what the employee number is. It simply means, so employee number is the unique identifier. So I'm not going to go very extensively into this in terms of what we call data type. The data type must return to text, and I mean the criteria of employee number and unique identifier, or call it primary key. It must not be null. So when we talk about it must not be null, it simply means it must not be empty, and it must not be duplicate. Hi, I can see your hand. She called you. Can I hear you? Please go on. You can unmute and speak. Hi, Shikodri. Shikodri. I don't know if I pronounced that better. Okay, you need to unmute if you are speaking. If you want to speak, okay, you need to unmute and speak. Your hands were raised. Okay, let me proceed. Now we can see we have gender. Now, gender simply means, of course, male or female, and maybe Bobrisky type of gender. Okay. Okay, so we have male or female, right? Pardon me. I will pray for. Okay, so we have the job role. Okay, so you can see we have sales executive, we have research scientists and other people. Are people living because of their job? Okay, so we have our marital status. We have marital status. And of course, we have other things. Over 18 simply means the people that they're employing, are they over 18 years? Are they 18 years and above? And when you click on that over 18, you can see why throughout. Now, why simply means what? Yes, that everybody they employ that over 18 years. And you can see from the age bracket, you can see they have 18 to 60 years. 18 to 60 years. So we have others, relationship status and all that, okay? So let us do something. Let us just do one thing. Okay. So I want to put this age here into brackets. Okay. So I want to put it into a bracket. So I'll go to add column. Now I will go to my conditional column. Okay. Conditional column. So here we are going to change this column name. I'm going to call it age 2, or you call it age brackets, right? So you can just call it anything. So I'll come here, I'll say if age, okay, if age is less than equal to, if age is less than equal to 25, okay, just give me a second, please give me a second. So if age is less than equal to 25, that simply means that the age is between the age of 18 to 25. Okay, so I'll add another clause. So we'll say here, if age is less than equal to, okay, 45. Permits me, I just want to make sure I don't have so much. So 45. So it simply means that that age is between the age of 26 to 45. Okay, so the age here stop at 26, 25. You can see it here. So the next one should start with what? 26. So that's why we see 26 to 45. S, I just want to have 2 or 3. So S, that means from 46 and above. Okay. 46. Okay. Yeah. So let's say 46. And 46 to 60. Okay. So 46 to 60. We know that it's over 60. So I'm not going to use this another clause here because when you're using if function, the last condition will stand as what? Your S, or value false. Okay. So I'm going to click on OK. So here, I'll change the data type. That's what we call data type. So I'll just click on this, change it to text. Now, when you're working and your data type is showing this ABC1 to 3, it simply means that the data type has not been assigned to your table or your column. So what we have here should be 3. You can see it here, just 3. Okay, 3 age brackets. I think that's all I want to do here. So I'll come to home, go to close and apply, and then select close and apply. Close and apply, close and apply, close and apply. So if you're learning something, please say yeah. Let's go. If you know and you know that you're learning something, please type yeah. I'm not seeing anything. No, please type yeah. Can you guys hear me very clear and loud? Please confirm you can hear me very clear.
Yes, I
Yes,
can hear
sir,
you
we can hear
clearly.
you.
Yes, I
Okay.
can hear you clearly.
Oh yeah, let's go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. Well, are you learning something? Are you learning something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's go. Okay, so let's proceed. Now we have our data here. Now in Power BI, we have 5 views. Okay, I'm going to be talking about 3 views. So here you can see the report view. Now the report view is where you build your visuals. Those fine dashboard they are seen out there. So we use this canvas and build those visuals, right? So we have the table view. The table view is where you want to see your data in tabular form. Look at it here. So you select this, you want to see it in tabular form. So that was table view. So we have the model view. That's what we call data modeling in Power BI. So like I said, this class will not allow us to see everything, know everything in one day. It's not possible. Okay. So I'll just come back here to my table reports view. This is where I want to build my vision. But before we proceed, there's what we call DAX. I want us to look at very simple DAX. Now, what is DAX? DAX simply means data analysis expression. Okay, data analysis expression, just like little calculation. I mean, let me use the word little, but it's calculation that can be handled using Power BI. I'm going to be using the word Power BI because we're using Power BI. We have it in Microsoft Excel, right? So when we want to do advanced this thing in Microsoft Excel. So let's dive in. We're not going to be doing much, just few. Now, what is that I want to do? We want to calculate total number of people that they actually employed. Now, please pay very good attention. There is something that you need to understand as a HR professional, right? Now, we employed, no, these people, they are just sharing, they share their data with you, right? Okay, guy, you are the HR professional in this space in our company. We have a lot of people that have been leaving the company, and this is their data. So this is how we employ them. This is how they are living. We want you to find out, do we even have high number of people that have left the company or low number of the people that have left the company? Before you even look at the people that have left the company, you need to calculate how many people do they employ in a year. Okay, from how many people they employed in a year, you find out how many people maybe you might not how many people that have left the company. I don't know if you understand. So first thing we need to do now, we need to find out how many people they employed. How many people they employ. And for you to calculate how many people these people employed, what do? You calculate that using the employee numbers. Okay, remember I shared something. I said that every company, every person, every individuals in this company, they have what? They have employee numbers. Okay, they have what? Employee numbers. Now let's look at it. I'm gonna just come here. That's what we call. I'm not gonna do much. So just come here. You can either click on this table because this is where I want to do my calculation. Right click on that, or you click on this thing that says what? New measure. So I'm going to right click here and then I'll select new measure. Okay, new measure. So I'll come back here. I'll say total employee. So our total employee, there's that function that we are going to use. We are going to be using what? Count. Or we use count row, or use distance count, or let's use count row. So now, if you pay attention. If you use count row, you are going to be calculating, you are going to be counting the row of what? The table. Look at it here. Yes. So you can see table. Now, look at it here from the argument here. You can see table. Now, table simply means this table. Now, why am I counting row of the table? Because I know that every employee in that sheet has unique numbers. You understand? Okay, so let me not take it too much. So I'm going to do count row. Or if I use count, I'm going to count that specific column. Okay, I'm going to count the specific column. But if I'm using the count row, it simply means I'm counting only this thing there. Right now, pay very good attention. We've calculated how many people that they employ. Let's look for it here. So you can see this that has something like a calculator. So I'm going to select that. Okay, I'll select that. Let's turn it to numbers. So they employed 1,000 people. So this 1K is 1,000. We can change it to numbers so that we're able to see, is it 1,200 and something? We're going to do that when we start formatting that. Okay, we start formatting our data. Okay, so another thing again, we've calculated how many people they employed. Another thing again that we need to calculate is out of these people they employed, how many people are still with them? Okay, and how many people that have left the company? So for us to do that, we are going to right click, new measure, just right click on this. Okay, new measure. Okay, so new measure, the name of our measure will be what? Total attrition. Just leave it as total TT because we are going to rename it, right? So equal to, okay. So for us to do that, we are going to use DAX function called calculate and filter. So I'm going to say calculate. Now, what are you calculating? I want to calculate that total employee. Okay, calculate the total employee, then, comma, I can use filter, or I might need to type it, or I don't need to type it. You understand? So I will say filter, Select this filter. Now, what it simply means is what we are trying to do. You see what we are telling we are telling Power BI, right? We have a calculated value where we calculated everybody that they employ in this company. But you see that everybody that they employ in this company, we want to filter something there. Okay. Now, what do we want to filter? We are telling Power BI when you use filter, please pay very good attention. You will see table here. Can you see that? You see table when you use that filter DAX, you will see the arguments asking for table. Now, the table is what? This attrition. Now, the expression is what? Comma. There will be a comma there that will now take us to expression. The expression is we are looking for the column attrition. Just type attrition. Attrition. So look at it here. Now, pay very good attention. I want to teach you something. So you see all this one that inside square brackets. All these square brackets simply showing the columns inside this total attrition, Amdoranalytics attrition. So all these square brackets are showing the names of every columns inside that. So I'm going to select this first one, which is what? The column that is attrition. Where attrition is equal to, use double quote and type yes. So please, you make sure that you type it very well. Now, what we are trying to say, right? Now, in that column attrition, I mean this attrition here, right? When we move to the table view, you are going to say that attrition, we have no, we have yes. Now, yes simply means that you're no longer with this company. Okay. Now, we want to find out, that column contains yes and no. Okay. So we want to find out people that are no longer with them. That simply means the no people. Do you understand? Hope it's not, I'm not speaking jargons. If you understand what I'm saying, type yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. Keep the energy high. Oh yeah, keep the molar high. Oh yeah, type yeah. Okay, you don't know how to use the comments. You don't know how to use the comment section. If you know you can hear me, please let me know. Okay, use the best emoji so that I'll be sure that you can hear me. Okay, that's fine. You can hear me. All right. So I'm going to close the parenthesis. We call it parenthesis. I'm going to close it once. So when I close it once, I'm closing the filter. Okay, I'm closing the filter function. I'm going to close it again. When I close it again, I'm closing the calculate function. Okay. Just pardon me. I was trying to be smart, but then there's a need for me to write this thing in full. Okay. So we'll have it this way. So we are going to commit. Click on this to commit. So what we have just calculated is only the yes values. Okay, only the yes. I'm going to select this. Just select this and then look for that. Look for that somewhere. Look at it here. I'm going to highlight it. Okay, so let's look at it. Now, what this is showing us is that, you know what? This guy's employed 1,000 people. It's that 1K. 1,000 plus 1,000. So we're going to change it so that we have the full value, not in that. Please confirm you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Please confirm. What's going on? Okay, it's back. So now, it simply means that they employed 1,000 people, and out of the 1,000 people they employed, how many have left the company? So you can see that 237 people are no longer with them. Okay, so these are the things that the organization needs to pay very good attention to. So I would just like to pay very good. Let us look at this. I'm going to drop this here. Okay, drop this here. Now let's look at other things. So let's look at attrition by age bracket. Okay, attrition by age bracket. So I'm going to select this attrition that we've calculated. Just select it and then highlight the age 2, which is the age bracket. The age 2. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Now, this is showing us the age bracket of people that have what? Left the company. Oh my God. Pay very good attention. Can you see that the age bracket of people that have left the company, they have the highest number to be what? Between 26 to something. You notice something? These are the age bracket of the people that are currently in the labor force. I don't know if you understand this, right? This age bracket, they are not staying in one place. Trust me. They are not staying in one place. So they can leave any company Any minutes, anytime. All right. So you can see between the age of 40 to 60, this where they have the least number of age that are no longer with the company. And trust me, I can tell you that why this we have this high number of um people that to be the people that have left the company between the age of 40 to 46. Most of them want to retire in that company. Do you understand? Most of them they won't be like imagine someone who is at 55 years changing company, or someone who is at the age of 58 years changing company. The person is looking forward to retire. Okay, so they are there because either they want to retire there. Okay, so let's look at another thing. Let's format this a bit. Go to general for effects. Um, Pardon me, I love to use shadow. So I'll click on this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I'm going to drop it somewhere here. I'll drop it somewhere here. Okay, so I'm going to remove the age brackets now. And let's look at departments. Okay, let's forget departments now. Let's look at something else. Let's look at gender, marital status. Let's know if it people that are married that are leaving the company more. And if you pay very good attention, you can see that the people that are leaving the company more are what? The single people. Look at it here. Single people. Why? Why single people? Why single people? Okay, they might be the Gen Zs. They are not. Okay. Okay. Another thing again I want us to look at. Let's look at attrition by department and maybe education field. Education field. Let me show you what I want to say. So I'm going to select this. This is called the composition tree. The composition tree. So keep this here. Keep this here. Okay. So let's look at attrition. I'll select attrition. Okay. There's something if time permits us, I would have loved us to do. Let's compare. Okay, they hire so people. How many people have left based on age bracket and all that? These are the things that we are going to be, be showing you as our students here at Amdoranalytics. Of course, we will not show you everything. I mean, because of time will not permit us to learn everything in one day. Okay, so let's look at departments. So when you select that department, I'm going to put this on focus mode so that you'll be able to see that. When you click that department, you're not seeing anything here. You are not seeing anything. But then click on this plus sign here, and of course, select this department. Oh yeah, let's go. So you can see we have 3 departments, right? We have 3 departments. You have research and development, sales, and the HR. So let's select education field. Education field, click on this plus sign again. Select the education field. Perfect. This is what I'm looking for. Now, let me show you what I have just done, right? You know, we say people are leaving the company. We want to find out people that are leaving the company based on departments. Like I said something earlier that you can be in a sector and you are earning well, but you're not fulfilling purpose. You're not seeing that place as a place you can stay. You can leave. So people can leave department because they find out that that department is not helping them. Now, are you leaving that department because of your background, educational background, or you're leaving that department because of your interest? I don't know if you understand. These are the things that we need to pay very good attention. But note that this data that we are using did not tell us why these guys are leaving the company. Do you understand? So these are the things that every sector needs to pay very good attention to. So I'm going to expand this. Expand this right here. Okay, just a second. Effect. Turn on this. Turn on this. Okay. So one more thing that we need to find out. Employee by attrition by gender. I'm going to drop it here. So this, just a second. Apologies. I need to arrange it very well. Um, okay, so let's go. The next thing that we need to, oh God. Okay, so this, select this. We need to remove the age that is there. So I'm going to remove the age and I will select gender. So I'll select gender. You can change this. Maybe give it another visual. Give it another visual. Okay, so for somehow reasons, I will stop here. Let me just change this. I'm sorry about this. Just paying attention to some things. So I need to stop the visuals here. Just one more chart that I want us to bring. Proceed. Okay, so for the background, we want to get one more shot to put here. So for the background, right? So you can come back to view, come back to this, and you can select any background of your choice. Okay, so this is the background I'm using. So now, trust me, this is not the best. Okay, and it's not a must that you use this. It's not a must that you use this. You can just leave it this way. Or you do more other things like trying to create the shot, the background by yourself. Okay, so I want to take questions. I want to take questions so that we can dive into a few more things and call it a night. Take questions. 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 Okay, so I know someone here that will be asking, okay, Shane, I can see that the time is no longer at your side and you really want to teach me this. I really want you to teach me this, right? So you want to learn this, you want to know how HR guys make decisions. Now, from what we've seen here, you can see that HR person cannot just wake up one day and said, you know what, guys, the stakeholders, the management, let's let this person off. You are making that decision based on data. An HR professional cannot just wake up one day and say that this is the number of people that are leaving the company if they do not have data to back up what they are saying. So you can see how important it is for you to understand how to use data as a HR professional. Okay, it has gone beyond the traditional HR that you know. Okay, now we are using data to make decisions. All right, so you want to know more about this, you want to know more about how you can use data, like what we have done here. Trust me, it's not even up to 1% of what you're going to be learning when you join Amdoranalytics program. Amdoranalytics standard training for all our students. Standard training for everybody that's going to be joining us. You want to become a HR professional, we have a standard training for you where you're going to be learning Excel from basic to advanced. Trust me, you can go and make research and ask anybody around you about this question. As a HR professional, you're going to be making use of Excel. Trust me, you're going to be making use of Excel. Excel, that the one you're going to be making use of is not the normal Excel that you know how to use sum and addiction, all this sum, right? You're going to be learning how to use Excel to make advanced decisions for the stakeholders. Okay, this is what we're going to be teaching you here at Amdoranalytics. You're going to be using how to use Power. You're going to be learning how to use Power BI, of course, how to use SQL. A lot of people do not believe that as a HR professional that you're supposed to learn how to use SQL. Trust me, if you're working with a sector or brand that are used their database, that they're using SQL as their database, and you're a HR professional there, you need to extract their data to analyze it. Okay, to make their decisions. Trust me, are you going to be looking for someone else to come and teach you how to use SQL or how to extract data from their database, which is SQL. It's a person that you need to know how to handle all these things. So knowing how to handle databases is very, very important. And these are the things that you're going to be learning here at Amdoranalytics. Here at Amdoranalytics, our HR analytics program is good for us. Somebody say power. Yeah. Oh yeah, type power. Type now. Type power. Okay, you're not. Can you hear me, guys? Please confirm you can hear me very clear and loud. Confirm you can
I
hear me.
don't know. I don't know if it's the same on my end because usually I join the meeting with my laptop, but today I'm using a different device. But there have been no option to type. Like there's no comment box here. So I don't know if it's the same on other people's end. And that's why every time you tell us to type, we can't make that action.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for that. I'm just hearing that now. Justin, if you can hear me, please drop the interest form. So let me be sure that someone can drop something on the chat. If you can hear me. Lucy, are you there?
I'm here, ma. I would look into it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so my colleagues are here, so I believe they're going to drop something on the chat. I want to make sure that the chat is working, right? All right, thank you very much for that, ma. Thank you very much for that. So like I said, so you're going to be learning all these things as a HR professional here at Amdoranalytics. You're going to be learning how to use all these tools. Now, let me share something amazing about Amdoranalytics program. Now, Amdoranalytics program is not just the learn. We teach you how you can maximize all the things you've learned and use it to make money. You know, that's why I always ask people something. Ask question. If you are starting your career in tech, what is your motivation? Why are you into tech? Why do you feel like tech is something you can do? And I always use myself as an example. I joined tech because of the money. I just love to be very sincere. Yes, money is there. And of course, the career advancement is there as well. Okay. So here at Amdoranalytics, we don't just teach you the technical skills. We teach you all the Excel, Power BI, No, everything is good. You're going to be learning them from basic to advanced. But then again, you're going to be learning how to monetize them. Okay, and that is where other benefits are always included in our program. Like you're going to be learning how to optimize your LinkedIn. Trust to me, if you are here and you can hear me very clear, even if you have been in tech before or you are trying to dive into the tech space, go and ask questions about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a powerful tool that every tech professional should take serious, okay? So LinkedIn, you're going to make use of your LinkedIn. We help you to optimize your LinkedIn. Very, very, very important. Optimize your LinkedIn. All these things that we are teaching you, where are you pushing it to? You push it to what? To your LinkedIn. You make a very standard portfolio with them, okay? So another thing again, you're going to be learning how to we're going to help you with Upwork optimization. Now, Upwork is a very big platform where tech professionals like you and I, just go in there, create a profile, and you start earning well. Of course, trust me, you are going to still optimize that Upwork. I've done this for over 3,000. I've helped over 3,000 people to optimize their Upwork. And trust me, I'll be the one that will be handling that section for you. So we have what we call CV review, one-on-one CV review will help you to optimize your CV. See, you see those skills that you have, very good. But trust me, one of the things that we are drawing the attention of a recruiter is your CV. That's number one, CV. Okay, that your CV is well optimized. That's one. Another thing again is your portfolio. They want to look at what you have done. That's why here at Amdoranalytics, our program is all our program are hands-on. That's when we bring you here, we are showing you step-by-step process on what you need to do, how you are going to be saying that, like even 1% of what you're going to be seeing in the class. So it's all hands-on from A to Z, hands-on program, right? You're going to be working on the real world projects. Another thing again you need to understand about Amdoranalytics is the mentorship section. Trust me, if you want to go far in life, no matter where, even if you want to become a pastor, right? You are a minister, you want to become a minister, you need a mentor in that space to guide you. So it simply means that there will be mentors, people that has been in that space before you, okay? They will be meeting with you, guiding you, showing you step-by-step process on what you need to do to become a professional in that space. So these are the things that you're going to be seeing here at Amdoranalytics. Go beyond that. I mean, post-training support. You know what post-training support is? You've done this program and someone there is holding your hands. Even when you are finished your program with them, they are still there with you, right? Another thing again you need to understand about Amdoranalytics program is the internship opportunities. Virtual internship, you're not going anywhere. So still everything we are doing here at Amdoranalytics is virtual. Okay, the training is virtual, the internship is virtual. So you're going to be doing your virtual internship here at Amdoranalytics. So all your training is going to take you 4 months. Okay, 4 months for you to become a professional HR analyst, right? So now I know someone will be asking, okay, Shin, I've heard you said a lot. Okay, do you want to tell me about the cost of the program? Okay, so do we have somebody that is asking that question? Okay, so we are doing something amazing for everybody. We are celebrating Christmas for everybody. So for every staff at Amdoranalytics, we are all pastors. Say power. Okay, so every staff at Amdoranalytics, we are all pastors in the tech. We've seen anointed tech 6 and anointed tech bros. So we said what? You know what? We understand how the economy is. We want to do something for everybody. And we want to do something for everybody that have joined our program, all right? Or that want to start their career in tech, especially in all spaces, right? Data analytics, data science. In 2026, we want to do something for them. If you have been on our website or you go to our website, right, you see that our training fee for HR analytics is 500,000. Okay, is 500,000 at 40% discount. At 40% discount. But like I said, you're working with anointed bros and anointed 6, anointed tech bros and anointed tech 6, right? So let me share something with you. So this is Amdoranalytics website. Okay, so this is our HR analytics program. Okay, so our HR analytics program here is 500,000 at 40% discount. Trust me, you're not paying once, you're paying twice, 3 times. So we want to make it easier for you. You're not paying once. So we want to we discussed something very amazing this morning. We said that everybody that will join our program want to make 2026 very easy, because a lot of people will be making that decision. I want to transition into tech. I want to make it very easy. I mean, very, very easy for everybody. So instead of 500,000 now, you are paying supposed to pay 400. Okay, but just give me a second. Give me a second. Instead of 500, in fact, instead of 800, and we reduce this to 500. Okay, so from 500, I said, okay, you know what? Let's do something for everybody, especially this January. So instead of paying that 500 now, we will remove 150 and now paying 350,000 naira. Okay, for very good months. So you see that we move from 800 to 500, and this month, like I said, if you go to our website, what you're going to be seeing there is 500 at 40% discount. But then again, you reduce it to 350 for 4 months. That's 3 months training and 1 month internship. 350. Okay, so I think you need to celebrate us. Like I said, we are all pastors, ministers in the body of Christ. So we want to promote the church, promote the okay, so don't mind me. Okay, so I want to promote everybody to ensure that everybody see this 2026, nothing will stop you from acquiring the tech skills. Nothing, unless you want to stop yourself. So we want to make it easy for everybody that want to transition into the space. Learn, make sure that money is not a problem. Money, and not only have we reduced our pricing, we've actually made it easy again for people to actually pay 2 times or 3 times. Okay, make it very, very flexible for people so that people will be able to pay. All right, so I want to take questions so that we can call it a day. Our training is starting on 10th of January, and trust me, the registration is ongoing. Now, this 150,000 naira that we removed is from now till January 31st. I mean, December 31st. Okay? From now to December 31st. So after 31st, you come and pay 500. So the next quote is starting on 10th of this month. On 10th of this month. Let me take questions so that we can call it a night. Questions. So please fill the form. So I want to know those that are interested in starting their tech journey in 2026. We want to help you. We want to assist you. So please fill the form.